What? What the hell is going on? Hello? Am I even live? Oh my god. What is happening? I don't even know where my headphones are at. I changed into my PJs and there's a producer letter. I'm back. Well, to all trainers, thank you for playing Pokemon Unite. Well, I'm live just for this producer letter to give you guys my raw reaction. To all trainers, thank you for always playing Pokemon Unite. Guys, why do I feel like they're killing the game? Like, it's reading like it's the end. On February 27th, Pokemon will celebrate its 30th anniversary. Pokemon Unite will also continue to evolve, aiming to be a title that remains beloved by many. Driven by our desire to bring joy of Unite Battle to as many as possible, we're focusing on creating an environment where new players and those returning after a long absence can enjoy the game smoothly and without hesitation. To that end, the word end is scary. We are working on continuous improvements, such as enhancing controls, pursuing clarity to provide an even more accessible gameplay experience. Of course, we will also continue our efforts to create an environment where those who have been playing for a long time can continue to find the game easy to play and enjoyable. Today, as part of those efforts, we would like to introduce some of the contents of our latest update. The original legends converge on Eos Island. To mark the milestone of the 30th anniversary, the legendary Pokemon of the Kanto region, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, will appear in Unite Battle. Articuno, Defender. Clad in a blizzard, Articuno creates a domain that allows no entry. Its Unite move, through cold air that brings everything to a standstill, even freezes the opponent's hope of victory. It looks like it makes like a big wall. Maybe doesn't let you score or something. Zapdos, the attacker. Controlling electricity at will, Zapdos dominates the stadium as an attacker that strikes opponents with amplified, powerful electric shocks. Its Unite move possesses outstanding performance where the pouring lightning strikes shatter the opponent's defense. Guys, is this AI gen? This seems so AI. Moltres, the all-rounder. Standing firm on the stadium with incredible regenerative power, Moltres overwhelms opponents with intense, raging flames as an all-rounder. Its Unite move emits a crimson radiance that dispels all darkness, bringing an opportunity to the team that does not let hidden opponents escape. What? Okay, I don't. None of that means anything, but we'll just keep going. Detailed information regarding the abilities of these three Pokemon will be released soon. How will these original legends bring change to Unite Battle? Please look forward to the moment they descend upon Eos Island. Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno can be obtained through events held in sequential order. Please participate in the events and enjoy battling with these legendary Pokemon. Is this a hint at their release order right here? Because we know Zapdos is first, so I'm guessing Moltres is second. Yeah, I don't know. Updates to Pokemon release pace and movesets. Taking the release of the legendary Pokemon Zapdos, scheduled for participation on February 27th, as an opportunity, we will update the design of Pokemon moves and our release policy so that players can understand them clearly and feel free to obtain Unite licenses. Interesting. Until now, many Pokemon have been released in a form where 2 move paths, interesting, a total of 4 moves could be selected. However, depending on the combination of moves, cases occurred where compatibility was extremely poor, which became a factor in raising the hurdle for play, especially for beginner players. All right, are they getting rid of E-Speed Beam type beat? Okay. About Unite license prices. In conjunction with the change in move path design, I don't get what they mean by this. The prices of Unite licenses newly added to the shop after February 27 will change as followed. Existing Unite licenses. Wait. Are they making it so that you can only buy half of them on? What is happening? I didn't think they could make Unite worse. I didn't think they could make it worse. New Unite licenses, 1 move path. You can buy half of a character? Pokemon release pace. In 2026, we will release new Unite licenses at pace of 2 Pokemon per month. By having Pokemon join one after another, we believe diverse team compositions will be born. Or 1 Mon is actually 2 Mons now. So you can sell us. So if I wanted to spend my gems on every Mon, I would be spending what? 2,400 gems a month? I don't think that's what it means. I think that's what it means, bro. I don't know. Let's see. For existing Pokemon, strategic depth will be ensured by the 2 move paths as before. Additionally, for some Pokemon released with a single move path, we're considering the introduction of a new feature that can add a new move path to expand the possibilities of strategy. So some Mons will come out with just 1 move set, and that'll be it. And sometimes later down the road, you can buy the 2nd move set for the Mon. So like the Mega Pokemon, yeah. Mew is gonna be so expensive. Are they talking about Megas? No, I think they're making it so that Mons are just gonna have one move path now. They're basically dumbifying the game. You want to know what's funny is El Chico Eevee basically leaked this earlier today. He basically leaked this. I hope you guys liked Mega Evolution since something from them has become the new common for Unite. El Chico Eevee had leaked this already. We just didn't know. It looks like the 3 birds are just gonna have 1 moveset. And then they'll add another moveset later down the road. This seems awful, by the way. I hate it. I actually hate it. Okay, let's keep reading. There's a lot. Guys, if you look at the bar to scroll, there's a lot left. My condolences. Snow with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Snow. All right, we got to keep going, guys. We got to keep going. Changes to move learning system during battle. From February 26 to resolve complexity and controls and improve convenience during battle, we will change the move learning system as follows. The moves to learn that were previously selected during level ups in battle will now be set in advance before the battle starts. You have to choose your moveset before you play the game? what if I'm in the middle of the game and I realize they've gone a moveset, and now I want to change the moveset based on their moveset? This is so bad. Oh, their Luca's going E-speed. I want to play Psyshock instead of Sword Power. Oh, I locked in Sword Power Espeon. Oh, sick. I'm just rolling the dice. Ah, why did I wake up for this? I was in bed with my scarf. Oh, I'm locked into Surf Toys. Guess I can't go spin now. This is ass. Setting method. Pokemon list screen. Preparation screen immediately before the start of battle. In the above, it is possible to pre-select the combination of moves you wish to use. Who is there anyone even? I swear, even the idiots don't like this, right? Because if you talk to people that are bad at the game, they like the idea of the game being complex. They just suck at it. Okay, intent of change. Prevent misoperation. Prevents accidentally selecting an unintended move during chaotic battles or when leveling up. It becomes possible to move smoothly to the next action simultaneously with a level up. It's just so bad. It's so bad. For a more detailed explanation, please click here. Insert link. Oh, you forgot to insert the link. Garbage King, whatever. Don't worry about it, man. It happens. Holy shit. Just Minecraft like literally Minecraft me. Literally. Like literally, why am I still playing this game? Literally, bro. It's just a Psyduck nerf, you know? How fun I used to load into the game and look at the enemy comp and be like, you know what? This is a Bubble Beam Disable game. You know what? This is a Surf Psychic game. You know what? This is a Surf Disable game. You know what? This is a Bubble Beam Psychic game. Oh, you can't hold your earlier moves now. I can't hold Astonish on Hoopa. I can't hold Minecraft me. Just ban me from every platform there is, man. I don't want to do this anymore. From February 26th, a new battle mode, solo mode, will be implemented. PvP matches make me nervous. First, I want to practice the basics of battle. For such trainers who have just started, we have prepared a mode where you can thoroughly enjoy CPU battles casually by yourself. By clearing each stage, you can obtain rewards such as license points and item enhancers, which also leads to obtaining new Unite licenses and strengthening your held items. Oh, so I gotta play bots to unlock mons. I can't breathe. I don't want to breathe anymore. Solo mode progresses by clearing prepared stages in order. In each stage, the compositions of the ally team and the opponent team are determined in advance. The key to strategy is looking at each team composition and deciding which Pokemon to challenge with. Start with your favorite Pokemon. The difficulty of early stages is set to be easy. First, without overthinking, try challenging it by using a Pokemon you like. When you clear a stage, you'll always obtain a rental license for the Pokemon that serves as that stage's icon. Since you can also challenge the next stage using the rental license you obtained, the further you progress, the more you'll be able to experience battles with various Pokemon. Very cool new UI for the solo mode that everyone is super excited for. First, choose a Pokemon you like and experience the joy of battle. Challenge strategically in later stages. As the stages progress, the opponent team will also become stronger. Guys, it feels like they stopped developing Pokemon Unite 2 years ago, and there's just like a modder that has all the assets that like some guy made years ago, and the like it's like a zombie that's just like assembling the things of the game together, and they just post some notes and they call it a day. Like it feels like they actually haven't done anything in years, but they, you know, it's like, oh yeah, we imported Kyogre. It's like Groudon, but a little different. It's kind of cool. We cut some bushes. We put some new bushes in. As you reach the later stages, pay closer attention to team synergy and counterpicking your opponents to build a well-balanced composition. Yeah, how am I supposed to counterpick them, man? I'm locked into my move slots. Plan your strategy by considering the composition of your opponents and allies. Yeah, fuck you, man. The game just sucks now. I don't like. Why would you do this? I don't. Why do you have to lock in your moves? Like the only complexity in Pokemon Unite is that you get to adjust your moveset to the enemy team and they adjust their movesets. It's like the one thing you can do in this game, and they're just like, oh, you have to lock in your moves when the game starts now. It's just so shit. Does that mean for Scyther and Scissor, you just have to decide at the start of the game if you're Scyther or Scissor? How is that cool? They just want every it's actually just a buff to Megas, right? Many stages other than the usual 5v5, such as Electrode, Volleyball, and Charger Book Scuffle will also appear. Please enjoy various forms of Unite battles. What am I looking at? Okay, moving on. There's just so much. They spent too much money and energy into this solo mode. Capture stages by increasing combat power. Each uses combat power set as a guideline. Can we be done with? Increase the level of the mode exclusive Eos shooter. Holy shit, man. Don't go to Eos Island tomorrow. If you feel clearing it is difficult, try strengthening your held items and your Eos shooter to bring your combat power closer to the guideline value before challenging it again. Guys, it's been real. It's you know, Champions is looking good here. They basically could have just said we're canceling the game in 4 months. Play every day to get rewards. They're still going with the AO shooter. Pimsky, thanks for the raid, man. When you clear a stage, you can obtain various rewards useful for your adventure. There are 2 types of rewards. First time clear, you get license points, item enhancers, rental, and AO shooter points. Repeat rewards are AO shooter points. So the reward you get for the solo mode is to make your solo mode better. Through solo mode, we hope that even more trainers will experience the depth of Unite Battle and the joy of battling with various Pokemon. Please look forward to the release on February 26th. Groudon returns to ranked matches. Okay, there's some good news, I guess. From February 26th, the stage for ranked matches will switch to Groudon. Wait, so is ACL going to be on Groudon now? I don't know what's going on, man. What is ACL going to be on? Because I thought it was going to be on Kyogre. Please enjoy the exhilarating feeling of the effects obtained when KOing Groudon, the strategic changes accompanying the map update. In future ranked matches, we plan to regularly rotate through 3 maps where Rayquaza, Groudon, and Kyogre will appear. Since different tactics and Pokemon selections become more important for each respective map, we believe this will allow players to enjoy the changes in battle environment even more. Yeah, it was fun until we had to lock in our movesets. ACL's gonna be on a trash can. 30 years of Pokemon Super Panic Parade to be held. In the celebration of the 30th anniversary, Pokemon, Panic Parade, where you aim to clear by cooperating with allies, will reappear. In 30 years of Pokemon Super Panic Parade, I'm panicking. I am panicking. Unlike usual, Pokemon from the Kanto region will appear in large numbers. Gengar, Zapdos, Mewtwo, and others will close in on Tinkaton. I don't think Tinkaton's from the Kanto region. By participating in the event, you can obtain trainer icons of the legendary Pokemon, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. Give it a try and see if you can get them all. Regarding the refinement of License Journey, okay, some License Journey news. License Journey, which appeared in December 2025, is a feature where you select the Unite license. We know they're not getting rid of it because they just talked about giving us more license points, but whatever. Is a feature where you select the Unite license you desire at each stage and obtain your target Unite license through daily gameplay. Not really. Maybe like in a year you get some. Particularly in the early stages, it is designed so that Unite licenses can be obtained with fewer points, allowing even those who have just started to obtain various Unite licenses and enjoy the breadth of Unite Battle. We plan to continue making ongoing improvements to this feature so that everyone can enjoy it more. Okay. They basically just slapped us and said, maybe something. Expansion of Unite acquisition. It's just going to be solo mode, right? Unite license points, which could previously be obtained in the Battle Pass and daily events, will now also be obtainable as clear rewards for solo mode played alone. Please obtain new licenses to the new mode. Yeah, if you want new mons, play this shitty ass solo queue mode that we made, and you better play it, and you're gonna like it. Because the AO shooter is on the loose. Don't go to AOS Island tomorrow. Adjustment of point acquisition methods. We are organizing unclear acquisition methods in daily events and other areas and considering adjustments to distribution methods so that daily play leads to the acquisition of Unite license points. Guys, how long are you going to be considering them for? I feel like you've been considering it enough. Let's just, you know, I feel like enough considering has been done. Improvement of freedom of choice. After progressing to a certain extent, we plan to increase the number of special selections that Pokemon can be selected more freely. We continue to brush up the content of License Journey to provide a better experience for all trainers. Again, they're just saying they're gonna do maybe something. I don't know what that means. Okay, something about ACL. Regarding the holding of PU-ACL, on March 28 and 29, we will hold the Pokemon Unite ACL 2026 finals to determine the strongest in Asia for Pokemon Unite. In this tournament, which will be one of the largest scale events for a single Pokemon title, a total of 16 top teams will assemble in Yokohama, including top qualifying teams from invited leagues in Japan, Southeast Asia, and India, as well as the top 3 teams from last November 2026's Pokemon Latin America International Championships. Before a crowd of over 5,000 spectators gathered at the venue, Yokohama Buntai, they will clash for the title of the strongest in Asia. Furthermore, the winning team will be granted the right to participate in the World Championships to be held in San Francisco. Okay, so they're just reminding us of what's happening. In addition to watching on the venue, you can enjoy from anywhere in the world via live streaming. Please do not miss the top-tier fierce battles. The entire team will continue to strive to deliver a battle experience that can be enjoyed by even more people based on the opinions of all trainers. We look forward to your continued support of Pokemon Unite from the Pokemon Unite team. Yeah, I don't know, guys. The game's dead. I don't know what else to tell you guys. One second, I can't read the YouTube chat because I don't have it in my thing. Yeah, I think it's actually dead. Like, you need the Tyler clip?
How? How did they think that was okay to even put it in the game? I'm so sick of this fucking company. They're trash! Fix the game! It sucks playing the shit!
Why is this letter bad? Okay, so new mons moving forward will only have one move path, like mega evolutions. Okay, so there's the idea of like mons coming out where you select your moves is a thing of the past. Every mon will be like a mega evolution mon. Later on, right, what they'll do is they'll retroactively sell you a second move path on mons, right? They'll like retcon them on, right? It'll be like Mega Lucario. Now you can spend another 1,000 gems and Mega Lucario can play E-Speed Bone Rush. But you won't be able to like, you know, do like X, you know, you won't be able to swap the moves around. That's just how mons are going to be moving forward now, right? Also, before you start the game, you're gonna lock in which move path you're gonna go. You're locked into it. Say you're playing Blastoise, you know, you look at the other team's draft. If it's draft, you lock in the moveset and that's what you play. You know, you're playing Surf Pump, that's what you're playing. How many times do people actually change moves? Well, Blind Pick is just extremely worse, right? Like that's like a big thing. Also, like sometimes you decide which one of your two moves you're gonna go after, you know, like maybe you like come up with a reason why the move that you wanted to go was better later on. And from the way that they're making it seem like each mon is gonna have a move path instead of you actually being able to like decide like move 1 and move 2. It's gonna be like this set of moves or that set of moves. But I guess we'll see. Also here, this is the link that they didn't link. Okay, here it is. Before battle, select the moves you would like to learn during battle via either two of the screens below. If you would like to take your time choosing your Pokemon move, you can select them on the Pokemon detail screen via the main menu. Electro Ball. Okay, so you can at least mix and match them. How is Mew gonna work? Obviously Mew, you'll just be whatever. If you would like to select your Pokemon moves after seeing your ally and opponent's team composition, you can select them in battle prep. So you can change it, but once the game starts, you're locked in. Stay level-headed even during the fray. Okay, so whatever, right? There's this whole new move thing. The move thing is like kind of annoying, right? There's no reason to force it on people. Right? You could have a setting where it's like you pre-select your moves and then you could also let people be dynamic with it. It's very annoying, right? So that's like 20% of the dev letter, right? The other 80% of it is that they're coming out with a new solo mode, right? And this is their answer to you getting licensed journey points. You just play bot games. That's pretty much just it. There's like a new UI. There's like, you know, whatever. My problem with the note, right, is that they're making the game slightly worse, right? Baseline slightly worse. And the new content that they're coming out with is focused around bot matches. And it looks like they went really hard on it. It's for noobs, though. Yeah, but exactly. This is a broken link. Yeah, I have it. Catering to the noobs is good. I don't think the noobs that need to be catered to are this level of noobs. The noobs I'm thinking of are like the noobs that are like hard stuck, like low master or an ultra, right? And they load up the game and they're like, I just keep getting the bad teammates. I keep getting the bad teammates. I don't know if we need to cater to the noobs that are literally drooling on their controllers and it's like the first time they picked up a game in their lives. Like, I don't know. Noobs want to avoid playing it. They have to pay gems to buy mons. True. I think it's more just like Pocket, right? Where instead of like you can go and grind out a bunch of boring bot matches to get a couple extra packs, or eventually you'll just get fucking bored of this tedious ass bot game system and you'll just be like, okay, I'm gonna buy my mons. I think that's kind of what they're doing. They're like, look, if you really, really, really don't want to spend money, here's a way for you to do it. It's just, I don't know. We've gone like a year without a dev letter. And it's just nothing. It's just a whole bunch of nothing. Right? They spent like 5 different paragraphs just saying that, yeah, we're going to make improvements. Yeah, you'll get some more. Go play some solo mode. Yeah, we're gonna change the events around a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna make it better. Lucky hype for Panic Parade. I like Panic Parade. I like stuff like this. I don't have a problem with Panic Parade. I'm down to play some Panic Parade. You're reserving judgment? I reserved judgment for when they leaked License Journey. I was like, you know what? Let's hear them out, you know? They're getting rid of coins. Maybe it's just like a new system. Maybe it'll be good. But the intention of their changes just seems so redacted. It was this right here. The intent of the change on their move thing. They're making it so that every single player has to lock in their moveset, no matter what. And their thought process is that people accidentally click the wrong move. So for that, they got you. Anytime anybody mixes a move, the game is just bricked. Okay, but what about when you have to change which moveset you plan on playing based on what a moveset that the enemy team goes, right? It's a nerf for Monza's flexible movesets, which are too OP anyways. I think there's a different way to nerf that stuff versus taking away like the agency that people have that makes it fun for people that play the game. At some point, I gave a bad review of the game saying that choosing a moveset in the way it is now with the moveset that you didn't know for the rest of the game, they took it a bit too far though. Yeah. Is this the pre-stage of preparation that the global version and China version are merged gently? I think so, maybe. Because this is... China version's had this, right? A button to reselect the moves once in a round would also have been too difficult. I mean, I guess. Also, like... I think it's interesting to be able to hold your move like when you evolve. Like they're like, you know, they're like small things that you can do to feel like you're making a difference in the game. Maybe they don't happen in a lot of games, but when they do, it feels interesting and fun. Right? Like leveling up and deciding that you're going to change with the plan that you were going to go because you get, you know, you get to make a cool play off of it and you have to live with that decision later on the road. I think that's interesting. Like when you water gun Beezes in Teleon. Yeah. Yeah, it also makes blind pick horrendously worse for sure. But there's no good answer to blind pick. The real answer to blind pick is to not have blind pick anymore. Right? The thing is like this change seems more in line with the fact that they're coming out with new like every new Unite-mon being one particular move path. Right? It feels like it's more catering to this. That Zapdos is going to come out and it's not going to have move options anymore. It's just going to have one locked path. Articuno is going to have one locked path. Mega Pokemon are going to have one locked path. All new licenses being one path simply means less dev time. True. Single move thing for tournaments too? Yeah, this is how the game's gonna work now, I'm guessing. Why make two paths when one of them is Fairy Wind? They could change it. They could make Fairy Wind different. I think for me, one of the most fun parts of Unite is the fact that the characters, you select your moves. Like the characters can operate almost as different mons with the different move paths. Right? New characters coming out and they're just being one linear path. It's so lame. I don't know. I think for the most part, the Mega Pokemon feels so lame because of this. That's like my biggest complaint about the Megamons, other than the balance. What will they do with Mew? Obviously, guys, obviously things like Mew will just be, Mew will just stay the same, right? You're not going to just be locked into playing freaking E-Ball all game as Mew. Mew would just be Mew. What if you didn't want to select your move automatically, like prior to Water Bear? I mean, basically Water Bear and Black Bear are just two different mons now, but they can't be picked at the same time. They force you to start E-Ball agility as Mew. True. I mean, maybe Mew's starting moveset, you have to lock it in as well. But then you could just change it, right? Yeah, I think this is just like a way for them to be able to pump 2 Unite-mons a month. And then also, right, this is a way for them to sell, to make mons cost more. As you can see here, where is it? Additionally, for some Pokemon released with a single move path, we're considering the introduction of a new feature that can add a move path to expand the possibilities of strategy. Right? So Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres come out, and then it's like, oh, you know, Zapdos has like, I don't know, like, you know, Thunder and E-Web or something. Thunder Big. And then it's going to be like, oh, if you want to get, you know, Volt Tackle on Zapdos, it's another 300 gems. They're going to put it in the prize machine? That would be diabolical. This is what El Chico Eevee's tweet meant. Hope you guys liked Mega Evolution since something from them has become the new common for Unite. Let's see, has El Chico Eevee said anything about this? No. He also said the birds are announced that they might have something else prepared. Fire, water, or grass, fire, water. So like another trio of mons coming out or something. And then what else was there? I mean, the solo thing is like, the thing is, if this solo thing had come out with like, you know, positive content around it, I wouldn't really care. You know, I'd be like, it's just not for me, but that's okay. It's just not for me. Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll like it, you know. I like Pokemon Unite. If I get to play it more in a different kind of unique way, I'd be down. But it's just so much content, right? And the surrounding stuff is just so much shit that it's just annoying to look at it. And then this is weird. It's going back to Groudon. I don't know what their plan is for competitive around this. Is ACL going to be Groudon? Is ACL going back to Kyogre? Staying Kyogre? They keep saying a bunch of stuff they plan on doing in the future. But I don't know. They're like empty promises because they've promised stuff in the past and not done it, right? And changed their mind. Don't think they give a fuck about competitive. I mean, they name dropped it in the bottom of the note. It's the monkeys, maybe? Maybe it's the monkeys. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, like, the only way I could see license journey being fixed is either removing it or introducing a way to grind it out through normal gameplay. It's okay, because we hope you continue playing Pokemon Unite. We look forward to your continued support. Someone needs to set a fire in Timmy's building at this point for our grievances to be heard. Yeah, that's the thing, right? You can say that the backlash being so bad makes them change their mind about the moves. They don't care. They literally don't care. I think they could probably predict that people would be annoyed by it, and they actually don't care. The license journey is going to be even worse now that there's one moveset Pokemon and introducing 2 a month. That's the thing, bro, right? Like, that's what I was saying earlier. Them releasing more Mons now isn't actually, like, it's like cool in the sense that there's more Mons, right? But it's also just a way to keep on piling stuff for license journey, right? Right? Two Mons every month. Oh, you're just more behind on the license journey, right? They put Meowth at the top and then they put the new Mons below Meowth, and it's like, oh, you're just further from Meowth. You're just further from Meowth. You're just further from Meowth. They care if it starts affecting them financially, but the NA market's so small compared to the East side, it doesn't matter. I don't even think they care if it affects them financially. I think they literally don't give a shit. Guys, let's not forget that the game crashed for 2 months straight in the most common game mode. They just came out with like a pretty game-changing item, and 50% of the player base can't buy it. All of these things affect them financially. They just don't care. They literally they actually don't care. We're going to have Zapdos A and Zapdos B, and those will be our 2 licenses. No, I think they'll actually be 2 different licenses. It crashed and Switch to care about mobile. I mean, Japan is a lot of Japan players play on Switch. The mobile players also can't buy the new item, right? Someone on the team is trying to make out with as much money as possible and then the game is inevitably unplayable. That's what I think. I think they're hodgepodging all the dev work that's been done ages ago. Guys, the Zapdos model's been in the game for ages. Articuno's model's been in the game for ages. Zapdos, Articuno have been in the catch-em mode for a very long time, right? In the quick battle, they're literally just piecemealing releases together, right? We had 4 Mega Pokemon come out that required very little dev work, right? All these, like, they keep releasing new mons that are kind of basically already in the game. Surfetch is new, yeah, but I think a lot of these mons have been developed ages ago. I think they're just pumping out as much as they can, as much money as they can, right? They're just trying to milk it, and like, maybe, right? Maybe if it's like a test, right? If they can, like, you know, like when you have a wet rag and you wring it out, if enough milk can come out of it, maybe they'll reinvest it back into the game, maybe. Otherwise, they're just trying to cash in on their investment that they made ages ago. Wouldn't they make more money by just having the game be good? Yeah, yes, but they'd have to invest money, right? And then for them to cash in on that investment would take time. I don't think that's that's why I think the game is just dead. Or it's like on its last lifeline. Because they're just trying to cash in instead of reinvest. They don't. The thing is this isn't good for the Eastern audience either, right? The problems that are with the game aren't like an NA only thing. It's like a playable Reggie's next indeed. I would not be surprised if by the end of 2026, like mons like Dreadnought and Rotom become playable. Maybe not Rotom because we're getting Zapdos, but I'm pretty confident we'll get Dreadnought in the game. I think the Reggies would just be too confusing because they're already playable in the game. We might get like Regigigas. We're gonna get Tauros. I genuinely think we might, yes. I think Dreadnought is like a very big possibility. And it just has like, you know, its shitty water gun and its slam. Wait, isn't Dreadnought just Vaporeon? Hold on. Dreadnought's just Vaporeon. I cracked the code. Dreadnought had muddy water the whole time. Beartick and Arbok since they're in Unite Auto Chess? True. Well, I think people will be happy with Groudon. I think Groudon's a better map than Kyogre. I think Groudon's a better map. The Groudon final buff is kind of schizo, but I think this game's headed down the HOTS pipeline. I think it's different than HOTS. HOTS still has game updates to this day. It's just they axe the competitive, and as a result of axing the competitive, you know, they massively killed the hype around the game. I think Unite will die all at once. One patch per year? Yeah, but I think Unite will die all, like, I think they'll just, like, turn the servers off. when it's time. I don't think they're going to keep the servers going when they want to kill the competitive. I don't know. I mean, I guess on the bright side is they could have said nothing at all. Right? And they're doing something. I might have rathered nothing. True. The bright sides are getting champions. Have I started making post Unite plans? No. Not really. You know, like, I'm still there's a part of me that's still, you know, like, imagine you're like, whatever you decide to do with gaming is like a really long tunnel, right? Right? And when everything is good, the hole at the end of the tunnel is large and you see the light, you know, and you're just driving, you're having a good time in the drive, right? And with Unite, it's like the hole is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, right? And it looks like the drive is getting bumpy and, you know, there's some traffic in the tunnel and whatnot. But there's like a 1 pixel of light that you can still see. And like, I'm still holding on to that pixel, you know? Complete darkness, when there's literally no light left, is when the game dies. And, you know, I'm still driving towards that little bit of light that's there. Will become a PokePass streamer when the lights go out? I don't know. You don't really plan, you know, when you're in the tunnel, there's no way out until you reach the end, you know? So I can't really plan on what the next tunnel is. Kind of just gotta wait till the next bus comes. Yeah, exactly. There's no planning. It's just, if there's a new tunnel I'm going in, I'm going in. If I'm still in this tunnel, I'm still in this tunnel. It's hard to kill a Pokemon game. It'll be around for a while. It's not hard, man. When it was time for them to kill Pocket, they killed Pocket. Or Pocket, not Pocket. Props to me for continuing. Well, you know, I've built, I hate saying the word career on it, but I built like a career around it. So it is what it is. Pocket had like 10 players. True. Maybe there's more players. Pocket's almost dead now. Pocket's not almost dead now, right? That's got to be a meme. You can, if you compare Pocket's like launch numbers to now, it's probably looks like shit. But if you compare Pocket's numbers to just numbers in general, it's probably doing fine if I had to guess. Trading card game, Pocket. Where's the chart? In-app purchases. That's what we need for 2026. Pokemon Pocket in-app purchases. Why is this shit so hard to find all the time? I don't know, man. I'm sure it's fine though. Make you want to pay for this shit. In Champions just VGC? Yeah, I don't think Champions is gonna like revolutionize VGC or anything. It's just I like VGC and it's like a easier way to access it, so that's what I'm excited about for it. But I don't, the VGC's problem is like less to do with the fact that it's on Scarlet Violet, and VGC's problem is that it's freaking doubles, and doubles is confusing, right? You grow up playing Pokemon, you watch Pokemon on TV, you play through the story, you play through all the NPCs, it's all singles battles, right? And then you're like, oh, let me check out the competitive aspect of the game. Oh, just kidding. It's doubles where you draft 4 of your Mons in a party of 6. It's more fun to watch. Guys, you don't have to tell me. I like doubles. I agree that, you know, it's fun to watch and, you know, it seems like there's a lot of skill expression. But I'm just saying, in terms of like catering to a broader audience, it's just strictly worse, right? Like, you just take a normie that has no idea of what doubles is. It just doesn't make sense. Like, the pipeline doesn't make sense. But Champions is cool. It'll be on phone, you know. The client won't be ass. I think on all mainline games should be doubles. Sure. I mean, again, right? Like, you don't have to convince me. I think I would be down for that. I'm just saying, it just doesn't make it's just weird. It's like if Pokemon Unite, you play solo queue and it's like 5v5, and you're like, oh, let me check out the competitive, and the competitive is like 6v6, but like 4 people fight at a time. Like, you would just be like, oh, this is weird, right? They should just change it on one way or the other, or maybe it's just too late. Yeah, it's like you play solo queue, but you can only play Charge-a-Bug, and then you watch competitive and it's like, whoa, there's a Rayquaza. Would the game be more crazy if Pokemon Unite was 6v6? It would, I don't know. Everyone always says Overwatch was worse when it was 6v6, but then they made it 5v5 and it was even worse, but then 6v6 is bad, so I'll just take their word for it and say 6v6 is probably shit. Champion on the phone, so they would lock the moves before the game starts. True. Double Magikarp jungle. True. As 2026, the game continues to top monthly revenue rankings for card games with high spending users averaging $104 a day in in-app purchases. Okay, guys, I think Pocket's doing absolutely fine. I can't prove it with numbers, but my vibes are that it's fine. I don't know. I'm pretty unhappy with this Unite letter. I will continue to play it. There will be no changes in my approach or content of the game. I just absolutely, I hate when, you know, here's my thought process, right? And this is like after seeing it happen in other games and realizing that you do need to cater to the noobs in the games, because it's important to cater to noobs. I don't think you should get rid of gameplay features for noobs. I think you should add stuff to make it easier for them, right? Don't get rid of the ability to dynamically change your moves throughout the game. Add a feature where people can lock in their move, the move that they intend to play, right? You need to add, not subtract, right? you know, maybe it's too hard for noobs to keep track of exactly when their jungle buffs are going to respawn, right? It's obviously a minute. Maybe it's too hard for noobs to keep track of when the lane minions are going to spawn, right? Maybe put like a marker there, like the little circle that is there for objectives or something, right? Maybe put a number on the buffs to show you when they expire, right? They should add stuff, not remove it. Not, oh, you know, the UI was too confusing. There was too many squares on the bottom right, so we got rid of it altogether. I'm a big believer in adding and not subtracting. Can you not pick moves during the game anymore? That's what's the new update that's coming. This UI has been in the game forever. It never really made sense, but I guess they kind of maybe wanted this the whole time, where before you load into your match, you lock in which moveset you're playing. And for new Pokemon coming out, right, they're only going to have one moveset, and they're going to sell the second moveset later on the road. They'll probably give someone a third moveset. That would be cool. If they went back to some mons and they're like, here's a third moveset, I would be down. But that's not going to happen. That's 100% not going to happen. They took away the buff item UI? No, I was just making an example. I think we're at the tail end. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, this is their thought process. Since your Pokemon's moves will be selected beforehand, you won't need to worry about picking the wrong move during battle. Holy shit. It's like, why can't this feature exist with how it is now? Why can't they exist in tandem? New upgrade system is referring to China version for sure? Probably. Anyways, guys, I just went live to talk about this. I was actually in bed, ready to go to sleep and just wind down for the night. So, L letter. The tweet is see you guys at Maple Story. I was gonna play Maple Story, like I was gonna level up my character when I was in London. I was gonna do my dailies when I came back. I didn't have any motivation to I haven't logged into the game in like a week. I'm very seasonal with that game. It's very unserious. I would more likely go full-time TFT before I'd go full-time Maple Story. Maple Story is too much of a soulless grind. It's like a second game for me. It's never a primary game. But before TFT, I would go full-time in VGC. I like traveling to Pokemon events. I hate flying, but I like going to Pokemon events. So unless like a new esport came out that I was interested in, I would probably try hard VGC. I'd probably suck. I don't think I'd be as good relative as I am in Unite to VGC. But it would be fun to just suck ass for a long time in a game and maybe get lucky, just like Unite. But yeah, see you guys.